Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C6 Stitch, and today is Saturday, August 28th, 2021. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm so glad that you're here, and a very special happy birthday to my dad. Today is my dad's birthday. So I had a chance to speak with him and my mom earlier this morning, so that was really fun. So thank you all so much. I haven't had a chance to reply to all of the comments on my last video, but I certainly saw all your wonderful, lovely comments about my finish of Spring at Hawk Run Hollow. So thank you so much. I'm so thrilled with it, and I've been grinning ever since. So thank you for that. And yeah, it was a good week. I was back in the office. It was very tiring. But it was good. It was new student orientation week. So there were first year students around on campus, which was really fun. They bring a lot of really fun energy to the campus. And then our classes start next week or this coming week. So we are getting ready for that to happen. This semester I'm teaching an internship class. So that's what I've been working on to prepare for. And yeah, so it'll be good. We're in it full force, full steam ahead now. So it'll be good. Real quick before we go on, so speaking of giveaways, we're talking about giveaways. I'm going to resume them starting next weekend, which is great. I'm really excited for it. I do have one outstanding from before that. I need the address of Lise Hebert. I still need your address. I forgot to mention this last week, so I'll give it one more week. And then if I don't hear from Lise, I will go ahead and just put this back in the rotation. Okay, so Lise Hebert, I need your address to send this to you. You won it a while ago, actually. And Simon is here to say hello to everybody. He hopes you had a good week as well. I know those of you who are in the Gulf area, there's a hurricane on its way. So please stay safe. I hope you're safe, and I hope your city is safe as well. Okay, let's get into, we had no finishes this week. So let's get into some whips and new starts. So this is my Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. This was my Sunday spin. So I worked on it last Sunday, and I will be working on it tomorrow as well. And you'll be seeing this a lot next year. Notes here. So this is Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. This is what it will look like. I am on block 2. My goal is to finish block 1 and 2 this year. So I've just have a little start on block 2 so far. So let's take a look at that. All of my hawk runs, I am stitching on 32 count Be-Stitch Me. It's Vanilla Latte. It's by Be-Stitch Me. There's a lot of thread colors, as you can see, is coming out. So I use these floss, they're just plastic floss thread keeps, and I just use the garage shell tabs on them, and they come off pretty cleanly when I change it for next project. So I have many of these. Okay, well, I didn't get much done. I guess I just have the outline done. The border is all I got done last Sunday. So I guess I will, so not much to show on that. I thought I got a little more. I didn't. So I will be working on this tomorrow, Sunday, and getting as much done as I can. And then it will come out before the end of the year because I do want to get the second block done. So that was very anticlimactic. I really thought I got more done on that, but moving the table that you're on, so you're bouncing a little bit. Okay, so that was Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. Not much to show there. So that was for my Sunday spin. Now I did have a new start, which is my first new start since April, I believe. I started. This is for Magazine Monthly Challenge. The theme for August is birds because it is Robin's birthday month. And I haven't done the theme yet. So I started that this week. This is from the Cross Stitcher magazine, the April 2019 issue. This is what it looks like on the cover. This is a UK magazine. I'm not sure that it's still in publication. the one I am doing, but you can get back issues, I'm pretty sure, on Readly. Early Bird Bouquets, and this is by Felicity Hall. So this is what they will look like. It's 3 charts. I love, these are just like painted wood hoops, and I love what they did there. So I started on this first one up here. Let me see if you have a better picture. Yes, here's a close-up picture. It says it should only take about 12 hours to do. There's a lot of back stitching in there. I think that's what it says. Yeah, 12 hours. So I will show you where I'm at. And I forgot to write down the fabric, but this is just, I think it's a 28 count antique white Lugana. So there we go. So I got 6 hours done on this. So you can see the cup. I still have a couple flowers at the bottom there and the bird and all the back stitching. I think it'll take me more than 12 hours, but that's okay. And I do plan to do all 3 of them. So I have all the floss and the fabric and whatnot, and I'd like to finish it how they have it. So there's the cup. But I feel like that's pretty good progress for 6 hours. It's fun to see the cup kind of come to life. I don't know that this will come out again this year. It is certainly on my goals for next year to finish all 3 pieces. Yes, I already have goals for next year. I kind of work on it throughout the year as, you know, I start new projects or as I finish projects, and, you know, you just kind of get an idea of what, I don't totally have my goals figured out because it depends on what I get done this year, but, you know, you just kind of have an idea. Okay, so that was my new start, and then we worked on Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. This gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So my goal on this one is to finish it. I worked mostly in here this week, so I finished that motif there. That took forever, and I messed up a lot on it. I don't know if you can see this, but here's the word ivy. I stitched that. I stitched the word daisy. I think I have to go up here. I think I have to stitch the word crocus, do this little flower in this motif, which is on kind of the page above. This is page 5 I was working on. So that page is pretty much done, except I think there's a little bit over. You know, it's hard to be like, oh, page 5 is completely done, because there's a little bit, because it goes down, and so there's little pieces of motifs from the previous page. So anyway, so I'm right here, but I have to go up and I have to do this motif and some of the little words around it, which don't take long. This is kind of the last big, big motif. But the last page, page 9, is basically mostly just this motif with a little bit of stuff down there, but that's the last page. So I'm getting there. It took me a lot to do this one because there's just so many color changes, and I don't know, I kept messing up a lot, and it's just slow going, but it's so beautiful. So this is where we're at, and I'll just show you. Right now I won't take it off the Q-snaps because I'm going to keep working on it. So this is where I'm at. So there's the motif that I worked on there, and the word daisy and ivy here. So don't look too closely because there are mistakes in it, but that's okay. I don't think anybody will notice when it's all said and done. So I love it. It's so beautiful. I mean, the picture just doesn't do it justice. But if you've seen pictures online of people finishing theirs, it's really, really beautiful. So I did work on that. And yeah, our goal is to finish it this year, which I think is doable. I think it's doable. It'll take some concentration and focus on it, but I think we can do it. All right, so that was Spring Quakers. I forgot to say, yes, okay, so the Early Bird Bouquets was for the August theme. I did 3 hours, and then for F in the acrostic sunflowers, F for floral bouquets. And so I did 3 hours for the F in sunflowers. Spring Quakers, I did 3 hours for the U in sunflowers, U for unfinished, just maybe cheating a little bit. And then I did 3 hours for R in sunflowers, and then I think I have one more letter to go, but I'll get more than that. Yeah, the S in sunflowers. So then that will meet my acrostic. So you can see here, this is my acrostic for the month. The Early Bird Bouquets was the theme, and then sunflowers. And so some of these, you know, I switched my focus to finish Block 12 on Spring at Hawthorne Hollow. So that is what I worked on this week. Pretty short and sweet, really. Just a little bit of haul, not much to speak of. So I got the October 2021 issue of Just Cross Stitch. Love that cover one. That is one that is marked for me to stitch someday. And then I also got the September 2021 The World of Cross Stitching in the mail. Now I'm going to do flip throughs of these two. I don't know that I'll have time to do it this weekend. But I will. I do plan to do it. So you can see if you want to pick those up. That's all the haul I have for right now. So let's jump into plans. Let me get a drink of my coffee while you tell me how you are. Let's jump into plans. So our plans for September. So this is the last, we're kind of nearing the end of August here. Our plans for September are with the Magazine Monthly Challenge. So we're doing, you've heard me talk about it before, but we're doing a month-long pop-up challenge called ABCINGO. And it is an acrostic bingo, I think is the best way to explain it. So we have 25 letters of the alphabet. We have omitted the letter S, just to make it challenging. And you find a piece, make it work with the letter, which is what an acrostic is, you have a word or letters and you try to fit the piece with the letters. So this is my bingo board, my ABCINGO board. And so the evening before, I will draw a letter from a random letter generator. And that will be the letter that you work on for the next day, whatever project it is, 1 hour or 100 stitches. And once you get at least 1 hour or 100 stitches done, you can mark it off. And you don't necessarily have to do it on the day it's called, right? There's only 25 letters that will be called, but there's 30 days in September. So you'll have those extra 5 days to catch up if you need to catch up on any of your progress, because the final bingo boards aren't due until midnight on September 30th. So you have a little bit of leeway to catch up. And the other nice thing is that we are giving away prizes. Robin and I are giving away prizes. And so one prize is if you get a bingo. So each bingo will count as an entry into the prize. So we're giving away 2 $20 Garon Stitchery gift cards for if you just get 5 in a row. So if you can only do, maybe you get 2 bingos and that's all you're able to do for the month. Well, that's still 2 entries. So it's not like an all or nothing, right? But then we do have a prize for those who get a blackout, which is filling in the entire board. And that's a $40 gift card to Garon Stitchery. Now, if you are international, you can still participate. Robin and I will work with you to see if you want Garon. I know shipping is very expensive internationally, so we'll work with you to see if there's maybe another shop closer to wherever you are that doesn't have that shipping. So we are happy to work with you because we want everyone to participate who wants to be able to participate. And again, the nice thing is you don't have to do it on the day it's called. You just can't really mark it off until it's called, right? So that's ABCINGO. It's really fun. I hope you'll join us. Join us on Magazine Monthly Challenge, and then it's in the events, under events. And it's just called ABCINGO, and that's just kind of for back to school. And it's just easy acrostic. Now, a question we get a lot is, do I have to use 25 projects? No, I only have 7 projects on here. I know someone in the group is doing 1 project and made it fit for all 25 letters. Now, another thing, she went on our group and said, hey, I need help coming up with things for the acrostic. Can you help me? And so some of the things people think of are just so creative. So I only have 7 projects on here, so you can use them multiple times. All right, so let's talk about what I'm going to be doing for ABCINGO. 7 projects, and okay, so I'm going to start with this first one that I can't find my magazine for. I know it's somewhere, it's just not with my magazines, and it's not with this project, so I'm not quite sure where it is, but it's somewhere in boxes. So I have a really terrible black and white photo, but this is because of EJ. EJ, This is the September-October 2011 issue of Just Cross Stitch. It's called Elegant Pumpkins. It doesn't look very elegant in this black and white photo. But you can kind of see, can you see there's pumpkins with like this beautiful motif on it. And there's pumpkins here. So EJ started this, so last year or the year before, EJ? And I saw it and I ran to Etsy or eBay and got this magazine because I love this so much. And so I just have a small start on it from last year. And did I write down my fabric to tell you? Of course not. I didn't write it down, but when I show it, I'll tell you when I show it during September. I think it goes this way. So this is where I've gotten, it's hard to see, it doesn't look like a whole lot. I should iron this. I got my little mini ironing board in, which I'm thrilled about. It came in the mail just from Amazon. So I can iron stuff now, guys. I'm so excited about it. Okay, so that, you can kind of tell this is the first pumpkin. So it just kind of has a side down here, and this is some of the ribbon on it. My goal on this piece is, for the year, is to do the 2 front pumpkins, which would be this one and this one. And so where I've stitched already is just kind of right here. So I have a lot to do if I'm going to get the front two pumpkins done. But I think it's doable, maybe. You know me and goals. I don't have a good sense of what's realistic. So yeah, I'm going to have to, this is a linen. I think it's probably a 32. It might be a 28 count. Are there beads in this? There might be beads. No, it's just Krynic. There's some Krynics in this. I don't think there's any beads. So it might be a 32 count. Anyway, that's as far as I've gotten. And this is on my ABCINGO board twice. So what I'm doing is, even though we only have to do 1 hour, 100 stitches each time it's called, for me, I picked all pieces that that I have goals on for this year that I think I can still meet, that I have a chance to still meet. And so instead of stitching it for just 1 hour, what I'm choosing to do is just making that my stitching piece for the evening. So I'm trying to get 3 hours on it each time it's called. Okay, so it's on my board twice, which means for the month, I'll try to get 6 hours done on that piece. So that should be some progress. Next up is glitter houses. So this is one that I started on New Year's. This is a New Year's start. Let me find the right. Yes. So this is by Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's called Glitter Village, I guess. And this is a square 2 that I've started on. And this is what it looks like so far. So this is the actual called for fabric. It's a natural gold linen, silver linen. Yeah, natural silver. Belfast, 32 count Belfast natural silver. I think it's just the called for. So this one I use a lot in acrostics when there's an eye for iridescent fabric. It's not really iridescent, but it is glittery. I struggle with this fabric a lot. I love the effect, but it's really hard for me to see the holes. But we're getting there. We have the first block is done. This one is on my board 3 times for September, so I'll get 9 hours on it. And it's funny because this one I don't really have a goal on for this year. So, but it's just a good piece, and I want to make some progress on it. And I don't remember. I probably set a goal for it for next year, but we'll talk about that at the end of the year. All right, next piece is, this is Christmas Dinner. This is what it will look like when it's done. This is based on a piece of artwork. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Now this is this is my oldest whip. This is from a magazine called Stitcher's World, which is no longer in publication. This is from, I think, the early 2000s is my guess. There's no date on it. And it is by It is by, hold on, Stardust. It is by a team of designers called Stardust. Sorry. I need more coffee. So this is what it will look like. I love it so much. It's such a great piece. And it's a really nice piece for acrostics because there's so much happening in there. There's a Santa, there's mountains, there's nature, there's wildlife. So I started this last December because this is a piece that I have been wanting to start for a very long time. This is on a linen, probably 32 count, just a white linen since it's mostly full coverage. Not quite, but so this is where I'm at. My goal for this year is 30 hours. I have not touched it yet this year. So we'll be seeing this quite a bit between now and the end of the year. This is on my ABCINGO board 5 times. So that means 15 hours of progress for September. So that should see some good progress. So that's exciting. And that will be half my goal hours right there. All right. So next up, what do we have here? We have a Stony Creek. You are l'amazing. So this is from the Stony Creek magazine. This is the summer 2020 issue, so last summer. So this is what the cover looks like. And this is what the piece will look like. So I have the border done. I'm taking out the words and I'm just going to shift the llama down so it's a little more centered. So the border is done. And this is where I'm at. So I am ready to start the llama. I'm hoping to get this done yet this year. You can't really see it, but there's a lot of sparkly thread in there. So this was a really fun piece. I love the colors. And this is stitched on a fabric that I will find the name of for you when I pull it out. I'm not quite sure what the fabric is off the top of my head. So that's You Are Amazing. This is on my board twice, so 6 hours total. Again, remember, you only have to do 1 hour or 100 stitches. I'm choosing to just stitch on that piece for the evening. My next piece, this is the second to last piece, that is on my bingo board, is Alforce Embroidery Bayonne Cat. Started this with Jan from Jan Higgs Creates last June when we were supposed to go to StitchCon, but it was canceled due to COVID. So we did a Stitch With Me. There's a Stitch With Us from last June 2020 of us just starting this piece together. We're going to start it together at StitchCon. Jan has finished hers. I have not. This is where I'm at on mine. And I would like to finish it. I don't know that I'll finish it this year because I still have quite a bit to go. But it'd be great if I could finish it this year. And this is on my bingo board 3 times. So I'll get a total of 9 hours this month. So I should make some good progress. But you can see there's a lot of design in the cat. And then there's all these trees down here. So we'll see. I'm still going to try to finish it this year. If not, I will definitely finish it next year. So that's the cutest bag. This is my Garon bag, but this is where Bayonne Cat is in. Here's the inside fabric. Isn't it cute? All right, and then the last piece. You're going to see this piece a lot too, I think. The last piece that I want to show you is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. This is on my board 3 times, so 9 hours. This is what it will look like. My goal on this piece is to finish block 2 for the year. So block 1 and block 2. So I just have a little bit started on this block 2. And this one I'm also going to be working on. So 3 times on the, is that what I said, 3 times? Yeah, 3 times on the bingo board. But at the end of the month, there are 4 extra days, and so I'm just going to keep working on this for those 4 extra days. So it'll get it probably a total of 21 hours for the month, which is great. 9 hours for bingo and the rest just regular stitching. So that's just how much I have. So it's just starting the floor of the cemetery, the ground, and the tree root. So not too much progress on that, but look at the first block. Isn't that fun? I love it. All right. There's cat hair everywhere. And again, my Hawker & Hollows, this one too, is stitched on 32 count vanilla latte by Bestitch Me. And then the other piece that that is on my board is Spring Quakers, which you just saw. It's on my board 5 times. So trying to get 15 hours on that piece. So that takes care of my bingo board. So that's all 7 projects that are on my bingo board. Now, the bingo ends September 25th, which means we have 5 days left over at the end of the month. So assuming I can stay up with everything. So those 4 of those days will be, as I just said, Halloween at Hawker & Hollow. One of those days, so the theme for the month, the Magazine Monthly Challenge theme is fun and games. And so those who don't want to participate in the ABCINGO can still participate by doing the theme and the acrostic, which the acrostic is ABCINGO. So for the theme piece, I am pulling from, this is just cross stitch, this is the June 2021 issue. And I am doing, this piece is called Mom's Collection. It's designed by Sherry Parker of Sherry Parker Designs. And it says, all stitchers are collectors. And I love this. I just think it'd be so cute to have up in my craft room. I'm going to change her a little bit so she looks a little more like me. But I think it's just going to be a really fun piece to stitch. So I'd like to get this started. I'm just going to do this that last Sunday of September. I'll just work on this, try to get 3 hours in. I have not kitted that up or anything yet, but that should be a fun piece. So lots of plans for September. Lots of unknown what I'm going to work on from day to day, which is a good challenge for me. And then, so this coming week, I'm going to be working on the Sunday Spin, the Autumn at Hawker & Hollow. I'll be working on Spring Quakers. And then I guess September starts, is it Wednesday? So we'll be starting with ABCINGO this week. And I don't know what piece will be drawn. So it should be a fun month when we just, this is good for me to move me outside of my planning mind a little bit and be a little bit at the whim of the random.org. So those are my plans for this week. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll be back next Saturday. Next week is a holiday in the United States, so a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people get Monday off. So that's really nice for Labor Day. And I hope you have a great week. Last call for Lise Hebert. I need your address. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.